So hello and good evening, this is Ruth from Curbal.com and welcome to part 2 on how to predict YouTube subscribers. On part 1, which I published last Monday, I did the calculations manually in Power BI. Now on part 2, we're going to use machine learning algorithm to predict when my YouTube channel will hit 10,000 subscribers. And I have an important disclaimer, I am new to machine learning. This is the second algorithm I do. The first one was the Titanic, and this is the second one. So it is going to be a simplistic model that hopefully will demystify a little bit machine learning and get you curious and get you started into it the same way as I'm doing. But don't expect like a supermodel, and don't expect me to be able to explain all these steps. You know, I'm still getting, learning how to do this. But anyway, I think it's going to be a fun video anyway, and I've actually got a new date, not the same date that I got when I did it manually. So how about we start? Let's see what the machine learning, the Azure crystal ball says about when I will get 10,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel. I'll see you at the end of the video and we will see what Social Blade predicted, okay? So, see you then! Okay, so let's do this. Let's do our first machine learning algorithm. Perhaps some of you have done it before, but for those of you that haven't, what you do is you go to Google and you write Azure Machine Learning or Azure Machine Learning Studio, and that will take you here to their studio. These you can try it for free, okay? So the only thing you need to do is sign in, and then you will be able to try it. I don't know how many experiments you can actually have before you have to pay. I haven't read their pricing model. But I'm sure you have it in the documentation, okay? So when you sign in, it will take you to my experiment. I can click on here and it will take me to the studio also. Let's see. And here I have the experiments that I've been playing with. The Titanic, I don't have it anymore because I did it in an old version, I guess. Or maybe I deleted it, I don't know. I did it like a year ago or something. So what I have here is the predict YouTube models, and then I have this one compare regression models, which is basically a model that I stole. You have a library that allows you to compare different regression models so you can pick the best one. Okay, I've been playing with this. I haven't gone through with it. So this is not what we're going to do. We will predict YouTube subs with the model that I've done, the simplified model. You have web services, I'll show you, notebooks, no idea what that is. The data sets is where you actually pull in the data. Trained models, this is the models that we train. In this case, I have one. We're going to do it step by step, don't worry. I won't reuse what I have. And I think we start. This is the easiest way to learn. So if you want to start a model, what you need to do is you go here to new. Here you have a experiment tutorial. You can go through that. It will show you basically so you get comfortable to where things are in Azure Machine Learning Studio. Is it helpful to understand how machine learning works? I don't know. I like the Titanic model better, to be honest. What we are going to do is to have a blank experiment, but here you have experiments that people have done and they are sharing it with you, so it's super cool. Just go and check it out. I have just checked a few of them. You have retail forecasting and you have all kinds of cool stuff. What we're going to do is a blank experiment, an easy one. So we click on blank, and here it gives you a proposal of how a machine learning algorithm works. And here you have all the items that you can drag and drop. So this is like a drag and drop kind of thing. It's like super intuitive. It's like, for example, coding with Lego. I don't know if you've done it, where it's like this Lego bricks thing is super cool. I don't know why I'm talking about Lego now, but I'll show you how to do this. Okay, so the first thing you need to do is to import your data set. I have here train YouTube subs. This is a CSV that contains date. I'll show you. You put your data into the first bucket, and then you can move it around, of course, and then you click on here and visualize, and then you will be able to see how the data looks like. So we have 3 columns. We have a column called date, and this is just date. We have the number of subs, and then we have the total views, so how many views per day I get. Okay, nothing else. So it's super easy. And then here you have some statistics. No, not yet. I think you should. No, okay. You will get it later. Why not? Ah, you have to. Okay. See, so total subs, you see the mean, the standard deviation, blah blah blah. You can have different visualizations of how your data look like. This is the thing that you can see here. Let's not lose the time and focus on our predicting algorithm. So we have now data. What we need to do is to split the data. So part of it will be used to train the model, and part of it will be used to check how good the model is. And for that, there is a, I don't know how they call these things, like function or something, is one of these bricks called split data. And then you just connect the dots. And here it says fraction of rows in the first output data set. So here you say how much data you actually want to use for training the model, okay? And what I read is between 50% to 90% is fine. And then you can play with it. Random seed, I see people that write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have no idea why and what it means. So if you know, let me know. I will be super happy to know. And what this means, now we have data, and then data will flow into the next box or brick, and then 70% will go from 1 and 30% will go from to 3 to see if this is good or not. So what we're going to do now is we're actually going to train the model, and guess what? The thing is called train the model. So we go in there, and you might think that you connect this with this. No, this goes in here because we're going to train the model with some kind of algorithm that is already prepared for us. So you connect this in here, and then we're going to use linear regression. It's like the easiest one. Put it there. So we actually see this thing. Linear regression, we connect in there, and we are getting here, you know, the red exclamation mark. It says it requires a value. Of course, it's asking you, what do you want to predict? So we go here, launch column, and we are going to launch. We want to have total subs. That's the one that we are going to predict. And it says select a single column. You can only predict one value. So now that we have trained the model, we are going to score it. So how good is the model? We score in there. And this is the cool part. So here we will score, you know, we connect this, so the trained data will go into score model, but our split data will go also into score model. So what we're basically saying here is it will take the trained data, it will put it in here, and also the untrained, and then it will validate, is this a good model or not? And then there is a brick. I'm sure they're not called bricks, but evaluate model. And you put it in there. And now we have our model. I mean, this is like super simple. I hope you're not disappointed by this, but if you're new to machine learning, I think it's useful to have like a super simple example so you can actually follow along. So we have evaluate model. We're going to give it a name. Perhaps we should have given it before. So it's Curbal YouTube subs prediction. Run. And now what it's going to do is actually going to do all the steps, and it's going to start training our model. How long it takes, it depends, of course, always on how much data you have, but it goes fast. I mean, in this, I don't have a lot of data at all, so this goes like super quickly. And every time it goes through a box, you know, you have these clocks in there. It means that it hasn't done that yet, but as soon as it's gone through one of the boxes, it will get like a green tick mark. And that means that it's gone through that step and it's been okay. So I'm going to pause the video, so we'll let this run. Okay, so now it ran. You can see the green tick box. It means that everything went okay. And we can go in here and visualize the results. And again, I'm like a true beginner of this, so just bear with me. But what I understand of this is this like a 74% right. So either you're happy with that or you're not. And the error is like 2.8. So perhaps not the best model in the world, but it works for this like perfectly. I don't know. I think it's in there. You can actually see here. So this is the date, the 16th, 06:30. So this is the 30th of June 2016. I had 0 subs and it predicted 1.6. I have 8 subs and it predicted 11. I have 2 and it predicted 2, 1.5, 1.5. So it's not that far off. Sometimes it is. I have 11.22. Oh dear. Maybe I should have gotten 22 based on the views. Anyhow, so this is how it looks. This is how the model is scored. And then you can start doing changes to optimize this. You can change the linear regression. You can change the parameters. You can add more data if you have it. I mean, the world is yours. So, not save as. How about save? I don't know. Perhaps it's already saved. I'm not sure. Saving. Draft save. Okay. Why it's only a draft? It doesn't matter. I don't think it's going to go anywhere. So what are we going to do now? What we're going to do now is we're going to set up a web service, retrain the web service. Maybe it's because I'm on a free account, or maybe because it recognizes the web service that I have. Let's delete that one. This is from the real experiment, and we go in here, and now let's run it again and see if it allows us to set up a web service. I'll pause it again, or maybe not. It went like super quick. And now set up a web service. So we're going to set up a predictive web service. Ta-da-din, ta-da-dan. It's quite cool animation, isn't it? And this is how the predictive experiment works. So this is the training experiment. You haven't saved. No, save, please. So this is our training experiment, the one that we just created, and this is the actual trained one. And what you have here is a web service input and a web service output. It means that you can give this model data in here and you can actually get the data out from here. So this is really, really nice. And it will use, of course, the training data that you have. So now we need to do just a few more things and then we're ready to go. These trained YouTube subs, as you can see, it has date, total subs and total views. We don't want the total subs to be in here, so we're going to remove it. Selected columns. Sometimes it finds it and sometimes it doesn't. I don't know why. Because it's select. Okay, cool. And then we're going to join these and we're going to join this there. And then we're going to launch the column selector. And we're going to select date and total views. So those are the parameters that we're going to put in our web service input and from our model. Okay, so this is what is going to come in into the model. And then out, let's go in there, let's go in there, launch. We want to have just total subs. We don't want to have anything else. And let's run it to make sure that everything is working as we expect it to. Let's see. I don't know how long it will take. If it takes a long time, I will pause the video again so you don't have to wait. But I don't think it will take a long time. You can see that it's already validating a few things. Everything looks okay. And then it's on the last part, and here is total subs not found. Okay. Column names highlighted in red. I either selected. No, of course not. Oh, this is core labels that we want. Sorry. So what we want out is the prediction. Good that you catch that, Azure Studio. So let's run the model again. And you just saw that it goes like super quick. So I don't think I'll pause the video. And then it'll run everything. Come on. And now it's done. Go in here, see the results, visualize, so we should get a score. We're getting everything again. Just a second. Like that. And it should be just score labels. As you can see, I'm a beginner on this, but hopefully it will help you to, you know, get started and get curious and start looking at it and see that it's not that scary. Let's go in there, visualize data, and then we have our score labels. Excellent. So now we are ready. Let's save this thing. Go to our web service. Where did it go? Oh, deploy. Must be run again. Okay. We run it one more time and then deploy. And now we should get our web service. So here you have two. And the first one is when you want to have like one-on-one response. You just enter a date, 2018, I don't know, 05/25. I don't know, 3000. And that day we're going to get 26 subscribers according to our model. It says here, this return 26. Okay, good. But this is not what we want. What we want to do is batch execution. Okay, we want to have the list of dates, and then we want to know, okay, how many subscribers are going to get per day, and then we can see when we reach 10,000. So we download the Excel file. Here is where you can actually run the model. So this is integrated in Excel. It's not integrated in Power BI, or if it is, I don't know about it. So either way, if you know if it is, just let me know in the comment box and I'll experiment with it and do a video. I don't know. The only thing I will do though is to have this try to connect through the API. I've already connected through the API on Power BI, but I haven't actually run the experiment yet. I have to play a little bit more with it yet. So here we have the model, and then we need to have some data to be able to run against this model. Okay, so we need to copy some data in here. And what I have here is the actual data that we gather from YouTube Analytics. We paste it in there. And here we have the actual value. So what we need is to give it more dates. Let's give it all the way to June. Like that, for example. And we need to have the views. So I don't know, let's assume that, again, there is not like a lot of growth, and this is like 2 months. So let's get not a lot of growth. I mean, there is like constant, like that. And now we run this thing, and then it should give us the prediction for the number of subscribers. You click on there, you give them the inputs. The inputs for this machine learning algorithm, if you remember, was date and total views. It doesn't like when there are zeros, I can tell you that, because I got an error and it just was bugging me all the time until I found out that that was the problem. So we removed the places where there are no views. You could write 0 too, but because it's 0, it doesn't give us any extra value. We take that one and that one. Okay. The data source, maybe they have to be so let's do it again. We take those two. Maybe they have to be exact, I don't remember. And then the output will be in here. So this is D1. Got it. And when it does that, it means that it's not working. It just drove me nuts. It should say like, hey, you've done something wrong. And I think what I've done wrong is that I have to get the exact values. Again, you can't have blanks. How about we do it like that? Okay. And now it works. You see, when you get this bubbling thing, it means that it's working. And now we get the predictions for the dates that we don't have in here. So I'm going to copy these so I don't destroy the model. This is super cool. I was like, oh, this is, I think it's like really cool. This, we have, you know, the dots and the commas and all these regional settings, which are ridiculous. I hope that they will, we all could agree on something. Now we have numbers. This should be number, we don't want point something subs, we want everything. And let's see when we reach 10,000, basically. So what happened with my dates? Oh, damn. Date. Short date. Okay. So 9,000, 10,000. So here we have the winner. You see here 10,000. So this is the 20th of May 2018. This is the date when, according to the machine learning algorithm, if I grow at the same rate as I'm doing today, I'll get 10,000 subscribers. Cool, eh? This is really, really cool. I really hope you give it a go. You have my data, just go for it. It's super cool to do. So it looks like the 20th of May 2018, I will reach 10,000 subscribers according to the machine learning algorithm. According to my manual calculations, it will be the 25th of May. And I said that I will show Social Blade also, you know, this website where you can actually monitor YouTube channels. But they don't show the 10,000 milestone. So the next milestone I can see is in June, which will be 11,200, I think it was, something like that. So they believe that I will get the 10,000 much earlier anyhow. So they think that I will get it probably earlier than the first date I predicted. So I don't know who's right. Now, have you been doing the challenge? I actually don't know because I'm pre-recording this, obviously. So I will post a video if somebody actually does the challenge. You know, you have the data down below. I will do a new video where we will go through your solutions the best I can, if possible. You know, I might not be able to understand what you did, but just give me the, you know, the dates. Put it in the comment box also. Yeah, I predict that your channel will hit the day, whatever it is, and announce a winner and give you some fun present. I'll see what that could be. So I hope you enjoy these two video series. The first one shows the capability what if Power BI. The other one shows machine learning and predictive analytics. I think predictive analytics is a very exciting field that I would love to learn more, and I will learn more on time. Anything that I learn, you know, I'll share it with you. And I hope you enjoy the series. Get curious, try it by yourself. It's super fun. And if you have any cool findings, let me know. I'll see you again on Friday. Okay? So until Friday, take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye.